welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. But before we jump into that, I do want to go over our weekly schedule. That is today, of course, Monday, our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. Then on Fridays, we have our Eberron Oracle of War adventure. And then on Saturdays, we have our Strix 7 College of Chaos adventure. So make sure you join us for those, as each one is very, very different. Auntie Kate beat Uncle Kane to it today. So they've already gotten their treats. Puppy has one more of her Dragon Bone special birthday treats left. And then all the birthday treats are gone. So, all right. So with that, let us jump over to our Dragon of Icespire. Now, don't mind the fact that they were practicing rolling. I just realized. All right, so when we last left off, our band of adventurers here went on a quest to the loggers' camp as they were sent from Barthen's Provisions to take some well-needed supplies to the loggers' camp. And it was actually there within the loggers' camp that they found quite a surprise waiting for them. Well, not necessarily waiting, but they were there. They found that the loggers' camp had been, well, really quiet. And then they found some casters who threw some moonbeams up, some orc casters, I should say, yelling about something about, Talos something or another. They threw some moonbeams up and revealed quite an interesting surprise when that moonbeam hit one of their members, as it seems that Zoran has a different look after the moonbeam hit. But amongst all of that, they also fought some other creatures that burrowed up from the ground within this loggers camp. And it is there within that loggers camp that we pick our story back up, with our adventurers still looking for the people that happen to be in this camp, but also dealing with the fact that one of their members has quite the different appearance today after that moonbeam. Zoran has taken on a different look and shared the fact that this is his actual real look, and his actual name is Saris. So with that, my friends, welcome back to the loggers camp. What would you guys like to do?
Can I drink the potion of baconness?
The potion of what? Of baconness? Yes, you can drink the potion of baconness. Stop and think what the hell you were talking about.
Given how I have 4 hit points, I wouldn't mind taking a nap.
Okay.
You guys look like shit.
Moonbeams and bugs. Gigantic bugs.
Whose corpses are probably still hanging out right here.
They are.
How did my graphics go?
There is actually one not too far from Saris there, that creature that you guys fought. Yes, remember you do have potions of healing as well, so make sure that you do remember that. You had received those the last time you were within Phandalin after one of your adventures.
Supreme healing, right?
Supremely awesome regular potion of healing, yes.
I'm gonna walk up to Ops, be like, "Here, take these," and I hand him a small handful of berries. And I hand you 5 berries. You get 5 hit points if you eat them.
Okay. So yeah, you currently, Saris, you have 4 hit points. Yeah.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. You have a potion of healing as well, just so you know.
I I do. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take that.
Yeah, you do. Everybody got one last time. There were just some of them were differently flavored than others. The two barbarians got bacon flavored ones. It helps.
Everything's better with bacon.
It helps when apparently she has figured out how to use bacon fat as an ingredient in the potion of healing.
Oh, I'm carrying Umos because apparently he's been traumatized by healing potions in the past.
Correct. That was some pretty dang good healing right there, Saris. You managed
I'll
to
take
crit on your healing.
It's Sayers.
Oh, sorry, Sayers. Sorry, Sayers. Sayers, sorry. Yep. So you managed to crit on your healing. That's pretty awesome.
I'll take it.
Right? All right. So with that, this whole time that you've been here, you have yet to see any people.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
I look up at the...
I was gonna say, let me just do that so that at least you know that one is dead. I just realized on the stream screen it looks like it's still alive, but no, it is dead.
I look up at the farmhouse with some trepidation.
There is but only one standing actual structure here. You see that there is a building. There also is the other tents and stuff that are around. There is the destroyed rubble here that you did investigate somewhat. However, there you kind of got a little what's the word I'm looking for? Distracted? Would be a good word, I suppose.
We should check it out.
So, where would you like to go?
This thing's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen or heard of anything like that before?
Give me a nature check.
I will give you all the nature checks.
Here.
Hey, 19.
There you go. By the way, I think they are quite beautiful. Hey, Cause! Hey, Cause! Hey, Cause! Warning.
Ew.
Oof.
Isn't
Man.
Isn't it beautiful? Yep.
And Keheg.
Yep.
Are they common in these parts? Is that a thing that we know to be a typical threat in this part of the world?
Not necessarily. You do know that with that role, of course, that they are definitely a bane of field and forest. They definitely live within the ground and dig winding tunnels throughout the earth. However, there's not been a lot of them within this area, so the amount that you guys took care of right now was quite unusual.
So my next question is, did it look like they were working alongside the shaman that we were fighting? Like, did it look like they were allies in that fight? Or was it just rando?
You know what? Give me an insight check. Ask the questions, make the rolls.
Nope.
I mean, to you, it looked like they were working together, most definitely.
Okay.
Everybody attacked at all the same time, so yeah, totally, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm. All right.
If anybody else would like to check, you are more than welcome to roll that insight check. I would be okay with that.
I was not there.
You were actually what we had you doing was this is the wagon that you guys were taking care of and bringing here. There is an oxen that goes with it, which there wasn't a free token for, and I didn't want to go look for one. And so we had you guarding the wagon, and now Rohis will go guard the wagon for tonight. So you were there. You were just priorly occupied.
I was probably sleeping.
Probably. I mean, realistically.
Sunbathing.
Ops. You're not quite sure. It seemed odd that they, the casters attacked and then these bug things came up from the ground. But it doesn't, you have never known one of these bug things to work with a caster like that. It just doesn't quite make sense to you, but Now, Umo, on the other hand, these things are working independently. These are not together with that caster.
I have no way to convey that to them.
I mean, yeah,
I just go, I hate bugs.
agreed.
Yeah, me too. Me
Ryan,
too.
make sure you check off that pupspiration you just got from chat.
What?
You got a pupspiration from chat.
Thanks, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
All right. So
Going to the farmhouse.
where are you gonna head? Are you heading to the building? Are you headed to? Okay, so you're headed to the
Is
building.
that a door or a window?
That is a door right there.
All right. I'll open
Is
it.
Hested still within sight of me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
Because-
stop me. I was over here before.
Wait, why are you going in there?
I
'Cause
figured
I'm-
that if there's somebody.
I'm going to use that, and then my voice should probably just pop into his head. Hey, Sarah's, just let us know what you're seeing.
Okay. So,
Okay.
just so you know, for those who were not here last week and were not here for the reveal, which one of which being Orion, with that moonbeam, Zoran was, discovered to not be himself, exposed to not be himself. Yeah, and in that process, you learned that he was not, in fact, a bard either. He is quite literally a very specially powered rogue.
I'm gonna open the door.
All right, so you are headed up to the door?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen first. I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Oh, that was almost a 1. Okay. So you look at the door, and you look it over, and you see this door. It's a log cabin kind of thing. This office and tool storage, whatnot. It looks to be from the outside pretty sturdy structure. And the door is closed. Looks to be a solid door. Doesn't look like it has been attacked or anything.
Try to open it.
You can open it.
Awesome.
Don't die.
I'll try not to. And I'll look in here.
You can.
Oh, hey, there's a person.
You do. You see a person. You see an elven person, as a matter of fact. And
so-
that elven person is there, and they're like, the time that you did the perception check, they were quiet, but now as you open the door, you see this elf is like pounding on this other door within the room. You see in this room itself, you see it is cluttered with logging equipment. You see saws, you see leather harnesses for climbing trees, the normal loggers camp supplies.
All right.
And you see this elven, looks like a elven woman, and she is there, and she is pounding on this door, and she says, "Come on, open the door! There's people here. I'm sure that they're coming to help us. Just
speak
open
to
the
her-
door already."
I speak to her in Elvish, and I'll just say, I've got my arrow knocked, just in case. And I say, "Madam, my name is Hested. I'm from Phandalin nearby. Were you one of the loggers here?"
And she turns to look at you, and in common, she says, "Not exactly, but I have some reasons for being here, yes. But right now, that's not important. What's important is getting him to open the frickin' door." And you see she goes back and she pounds on it again.
"The orcs are dead. The Ankeheg are also slain. My companions and I took care of it."
So that's what those creatures were. I saw them. I didn't know what they were, though.
Are
See,
you
I
injured?
told you. And she's pounding on the door. She's yelling. I told you they're here. Did you hear that? They took care of the things.
I'll walk up to the other door because this looks like a door as well. Yeah.
Those are windows.
Oh, it's a window. I'll look in the window.
Yeah, those are windows. So you look. I mean, you look out the window and you see it is the outside. So,
Oh, okay. So that doesn't lead to the inside.
Yep.
I go. Maybe I can talk to them. Maybe they don't. Maybe he'll listen to me.
Okay. So she will step aside. So you know that there is a gentleman within that other room.
I go. Hey, it's Hested Losford. I'm from Fandolin. You're safe. You can open the door now.
But there's things outside. No, it's not safe. It's
Nope.
not safe out there at all.
We killed all the Ankaheg and the orcs. Everything's safe. My companions and I came here looking to help you.
How do you
We
know
have
that?
supplies.
How did you know that you got them all? What if another one comes?
Well, we'll be here to protect you, but you're not going to be safe in this room for very long. We're here to deliver supplies to your camp. It looks like you're the only survivor.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. And you hear like sniffles and whatnot from the other side of the door.
Look, we can't help you from in there, but we can help you out here. You'll be safe.
You promise?
Yes, I give you my word.
Insight.
I was gonna say. I was just thinking it too. I was just thinking it. I'm like, All right. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and roll a thing for him to see. Yeah, no. No. Yeah,
Excellent. Now I can murder him, and he won't know it.
Right. Exactly. But he stops and he's like, "You And he kind of, you hear this voice from the other side of the door that says, "Does he look trustworthy?"
I look over at her and just shrug.
Yes, get the damn door open. And you hear scraping of what sounds to be like a large piece of wooden furniture. And you hear like some grunting because it's clearly big enough that he can't do it by himself. So it's weird that he would have already moved it. So he's struggling, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, finally, the door cracks open just a little bit, and he looks, and he kind of looks over at you, and he looks over at her, and he says, "You're sure that all of them's gone, right?"
We killed several of them. If there are more, though, you'll be safer with us than you will be in this room.
Okay. Okay. And he will step out of the room and step next to this elven woman.
I didn't catch your name, ma'am.
Well, I go by many names, but it's okay.
Well, it's a good one that I can call you by.
She kind of looks up at you and she says, "Well, today you can call me Almar."
Almar?
Almar.
Almar. Well met, Almar. I'm Hested. Up behind you there is Sleek. Some more of my companions are outside.
Thank you. And she kind of turns to the guy and she says, This is Tybor Wester."
Hello, Mr. Wester. I think we were sent to bring supplies to you.
Yeah, probably. And you see the elven woman. She says, "I assume that Barthen sent you?"
Yeah.
That brother of mine, he's a pretty awesome guy.
I've known him for a while. I'm glad you're safe.
And the thing is, Hested, you have heard of Barthen's sibling.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know the name Almar, but you know that the sibling goes by many names.
Okay. If you'll come with us, we can take you back safely to Phandalin. I don't know that there's anything left for you here.
I don't think so. I appreciate you taking care of the creatures and whatnot.
I'm just glad you're safe.
Me too. Aren't you? And she kind of turns to Tribor, or Tybor, and says, "You are too, aren't you?" And he says, "Yeah."
Do I get the sense that they might be like a couple?
Give me an insight check. You have a feeling that if they're not, that they're pretty dang good friends.
Ah.
It's one of those, it's like, it's hard to read, but possibly.
Okay.
If nothing else, they have known each other long enough that she doesn't put up with this shit. And so they will walk out, and you see, like, she is having to, like, grab him by the hand and pull him to get him to go anywhere.
2 survivors. There's nothing left here. We should just head back. At least escort them back to Phandalin.
I can't believe that all of this is gone now.
Yeah.
They look like the kind of people who could really rough it in the outdoors.
I mean, do we have a choice?
She looks like she could probably handle herself. He totally does not. Not whatsoever. Hested, give me a history check, please. Actually, everybody give me a history check, please.
A 7.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
It is going to be totally amazing.
The barbarians with history.
I want to point out that you got a double digit, Umo.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I know. It's a double digit. All right.
What the hell?
I don't know. But Ops and Sleek, the two of you, and I'm very surprised that Hested didn't catch me on this. The two of you know and remember the guy you are supposed to be coming to get, or to take the thing to, is in fact the brother of our much esteemed town master.
That's right.
Which means that this is the brother of the town master that you're dealing with right now.
The one that never leaves the house?
The one that never leaves the building, leaves the room. Always locks himself behind the room. Yep, that's the one. And
Pretty
what
sure their family's got some sort of door-related trauma.
I was like, oh, I love this. I'm hoping Hested is the one that goes to the door.
Our sworn enemy. Doors.
Doors. I know, doors are a thing, right?
I can always offer to open that door when we're back at Phandalin.
So, now, the question is, before you guys leave, is there anything else that you would like to do?
We can search the bodies of the orcs and see if there's anything useful there. Maybe like some indication or something.
Maybe look up here too.
Yeah.
Of course. So, who would like to search where? Because you are more than welcome to do so.
I feel like my token went away. Did somebody like delete my token?
Did your token go hide behind somebody else, maybe?
I don't know.
Yep,
There
it was
is.
hiding behind. Sleek did it.
Sleek stepped on me.
Sleek
I'll go
stepped
over
on you. Okay,
By
so
the upper tents.
all right, go ahead and give me a investigation check, please. Wherever you guys would like to search, please give me an investigation, and we will have you guys search the area.
I help search the orcs, if can be. I
Okay,
guess.
sure. All right.
Research these tents here.
Okay, you're gonna search the tents there? Okay, perfect. Alright. Okay. So, Saris, Sars,
There's.
Sayers, why am I having such trouble? I don't know. It's because it's so close to your other one, I think that's the problem. Okay. So, you find up there, There's 6 tents, each of them containing a bedroll and a mesket. And you see that these tents, bedrolls, meskets, and all of that stuff seems to be partially dissolved by some kind of acid spray. You see with that roll, you see some footprints and strange markings in the sand that suggest that several humanoids were attacked here and dragged away. And you can, with that, you can actually kind of follow them off a little bit, and you see that the drag marks lead to one of the areas that those burrowing monsters came out of.
You.
So it is no doubt in your mind where the logging camp workers have gone. Umo, where are you looking? You're up there with him? Okay, then you're good.
Yeah.
So that's what you learn there. Sleek, you are looking at the bodies of the orcs?
Yeah, helping, looking at
Okay.
the bodies of the orcs.
So with that, the only real thing that of any interest that you find on these orcs, other than of course their spellcasting focuses, is that each of them wears the mark of Talos.
Have we faced someone named Talos before? I don't remember it properly.
It's a god of
You
storm.
have. You have heard, let's see, it was, Rohis has a thing about the reason why he was sent here was because of, Talos followers. So that is really the only thing of real big interest that you find.
So,
Anybody
Did they
else
just-
looking anywhere else?
did they discover tunnels that we could go down?
No,
or
they're so the tunnels that they made collapse back in on them when they go back down.
Yeah.
So you're unable to follow them in, but it leaves it's kind of like okay, hold on, the country girl in me is coming out. Gopher holes where they go back in and they still leave that very clear indention that that's where they came out of and went back into.
So it'd be safe to assume that these guys have been basically dissolved by now.
Mm-hmm. They were food. Yep. Is anybody looking anywhere else?
I mean, I can search the farmhouse too, but I don't imagine anything of what values there that he wouldn't have grabbed.
Not really, no.
No.
I will assist somebody else for
Okay.
perhaps. I don't.
Where would you like to search? Ops.
I do not care. I will be helping somebody else.
Okay. So
Go check the dock area.
okay, you go over to the docks, and you see that there's clearly there's not a roll needed here. You see that it's clear that rowboats and river barges could be moored here, though there are currently none present.
Mm-hmm.
But it is clear you see that the dock is set up to have rowboats and barges and whatnot attached to the dock.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I believe if that is the case, you know what, Ops, just give me or if you want Hested to look, whichever. Somebody give me one more general investigation check with advantage because Ops is helping.
Sure.
Why not?
I have an 8.
Perfect.
Oh.
So you
good.
find this
You are as
cart.
bad as I
I
am.
should have done that.
Yeah, you find this cart has an empty barrel in it. This cart is empty. You find a bunch of logs and whatnot. This down here, the other tents and stuff, same thing as the northern ones. You see the acid, and everything within it is destroyed, and the drag marks and whatnot are there as well.
All right.
So it looks like you guys have managed to find all of the things that you will find here.
Cool.
Okay.
And let's head back to Fendelin with the bad news.
All right. So, with that, you start the process. Well, actually, my question now is, do you start your trip or do you stay here and rest?
Do they have snacks?
Only if you brought them. And there is food. You guys brought food and whatnot, so technically, yes.
Ops, how you doing spell-wise?
I have several spells for
Okay.
use.
Why don't we just take a short rest and head out?
Okay.
That work?
So with that, you know that the cart that you brought was loaded with foodstuffs such as dried meats, blocks of cheese, loaves of bread, as well as casks of ale and flasks of oil. And so they will tell you, you know what, why don't we take the provisions into the building and we can be safe in there, and you're more than welcome to help yourself to some of the provisions. I mean, it's not like... And he kind of looks over at the tents and he says, it's not like they're needed here. So with that, you can in fact take a short rest and eat and recover and the like. So, I believe, let's see here. That means that if you need to roll hit dice, you are more than welcome to do so. For those of you who get things back on short rest, you can do that as well.
I'm going to spend the hour fishing.
You're going to fish? Okay. I would like for you to please roll me... What's a fishing check? Let's go survival. How well are you able to survive the fishing? Perfect. Do you have a fishing pole?
No.
I might go in fishing.
Okay.
Bare fins, bare hands,
Okay.
claw hands.
Claw hands.
No.
All right. So you're channeling your tabaxiness, and which means that you actually have to get into the water to do this. And as soon as you kind of step in the water, all of the fish disappear from around you.
Oh, I'd like to see this. I'm going to go up here. by Ops Ward and watch.
Ops, are you going fishing as well?
No,
Oh, okay. Just checking. Because you rolled a survival.
I'm
so
not a torturer of living creatures.
I didn't think so, but I was like, you rolled a survival check, so I was like, okay, maybe you feel like you want to go fishing.
During the short rest,
Yeah, that is
if I
not-
can, if this is legal, I would like to go just around the camps, see if I can find, just looking around, not like digging, searching stuff, but like if I can find any identifying keepsakes, any like anything I might be able to bring back home to somebody in Phandalin who lost someone.
Okay.
And as I do that, I'll say quick prayers to Miliki, to the
Okay.
people for the people who passed.
Okay. Give me just a single investigation check, please.
Survival investigation. An
Okay.
8.
That's actually, I was going to give you advantage on it, so that works.
Oh, nice.
Because you've already kind of, everybody's checked the tents already once. So you go through, and of the people that are here, or that were here, I should say, you find about 9 pieces of identifying stuff throughout all of it that you believe might be something worth taking back.
Okay.
Granted, part of it you have had to wipe the acid off of,
Sure.
but I mean, there's a few things that you feel pretty confident that might, be helpful in identifying them to somebody.
Cool.
All right. Here's how this is gonna go down.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up to another part. Gonna wait a little bit. Then this time, instead of just diving at the fish, it's gonna spit out a ray of frost to hit one. Because if it gets hit, its speed is reduced.
Uh-huh.
And if I hit it, I will then pounce on the fish.
Okay. Okay. So you back up out of the water. As you back up and you get ready to throw this ray of frost at the fish, you just see Umo walk in, reach down and grab a fish.
Fish. All right, now I'm twice as determined.
Uh-huh.
Catch more fish.
Okay. I just want to point out, out of game, above table as it were, this is the second time in not that long that Ragnarok has had a character that has randomly gone over and gone fishing in a module. Uh-huh.
It relaxes me.
Uh-huh. I was going to say, hey, Kane, I think you might want to go fishing. All right. All right. Go ahead and throw that ray of frost for me, please. All right. So, yeah, you hit one and it definitely slows it down. So, give me a survival check with advantage, please. Or actually, you know what? Oh, nope, you rolled it. Okay, that works. 16 works. I was even going to give you dexterity, but 16 works. You now have a preserved by freezing fish.
How big is it?
It is
Mine's bigger.
4 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a fish.
Wow.
How you like me now?
If possible, even less.
All right. Umo, yours is slightly bigger. But it's not frozen. His is frozen.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you can eat it raw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Umo did fish at the farm, at the ranch. That's right. All right. So, with that, your short rest comes to an end, and you start the trek out back to Phandalin. And because you have traveled this and you do have some companions with you that definitely know this route between the loggers camp and Phandalin, I will actually go ahead and we're going to just skip that whole trip. You guys have some successful nights about. Now, my only question is, with this travel, is there at any point during the long rests that you have camping out that you have anything you would like to deal with?
No, I'm curious, how long in terms of time would it take to get from the loggers camp back to Phandalin?
It is a couple of days.
Okay.
So you are more than able to go back into Zoran persona.
Oh yeah, I can do that
yeah.
almost instantly.
So
If I get a chance in camp for Sayers, if he's taking a watch, I'm going to make sure that I arrange so I'm taking a watch with him.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Because that's when you have conversations.
It is when you have conversations.
It's like when you go into your campsite in a D&D game, like Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever.
Uh-huh. It's all about the conversations. So, before you have this conversation, somebody roll me a just cause.
Did it work?
Yep. Good job. Thank you, Sleek. All right.
Lucky number.
Yeah, I do good.
You did good. 13 is an awesome number. All right. So, Hested and, well, I was going to say, are you as Sayers or as Zoran?
Zoran now.
Okay, so you went back to the Zoran persona. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, personality, I'll still have Sarah's personality unless somebody's watching me, but I look like Zoran.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, the two of you are on watch on one of the stops during your travels. Okay.
I'm just gonna poke at the fire a little bit, like I do. Be like, hey, so most of the folks took the news fine, but what I don't understand is why didn't you tell us right out of the gates?
My kind are never welcomed amongst people, so I prefer to err on the side of caution.
Because in the moment, you kind of made it sound like it was our fault for not figuring it out. You think that was? Well, let me put it this way: we took you at your word, and I gotta say, I'm a little worried. Not because of what you are. I don't care. I mean, I judge somebody on what they do, not what they are. But it's a little worrisome, you know. You're working for a guild that shifts some things. What happens when they come calling?
When the Thieves Guild comes calling,
Yeah.
well, you know, we certainly have ways of communicating with each other that will establish my credentials. So, plus, if they're from Waterdeep, they know me.
And I'm worried about what happens to us.
Oh, well, if they're from the Waterdeep Guild, you have nothing to worry about. But I believe I could, should it come to that, convince them that you are allies for now.
Is that true for you? Allies for now?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Hey, do us all a favor, though.
Yep.
Play the rest of this gig straight.
As a changeling, no, I will not do that. I will not go into a town in that.
No. With us. Do what you got to do for yourself. We'll all look out for you. I have no doubt that everybody will help you keep your cover, but with us, play it straight.
Yeah, everything I said was the truth. The guild had sent me out here to see if this dragon situation will in any way affect business in Waterdeep, particularly if the town falls.
Yeah. All right. Just so we're on the same level.
Yep, we are. I'm. Everything is okay from my side.
All right. And I'll just continue the watch.
Okay. Now, in this travel, it's the next day after this conversation with Hested happens, that the elven woman comes up to you, Zoran, and she now, as soon as your physical appearance changed, you've seen that there has been sly looks from her, kind of knowing looks, and she comes over to you at one point, and she says, yeah, they totally run across you while you sleep. Yep.
Oh my god, it's my favorite thing.
No.
Especially the big one.
Yeah, totally. So she goes up to you, Zoran, and as you guys are traveling on the second day, she kind of leans over. You guys are riding on the cart, and she says, I understand not wanting to, show your true self to everybody. I get it. Especially in town. It's best that you stay with this look. I know, people can be awful, especially if you're, well, different. But know that, if necessary, if you need, if you feel uncomfortable or whatever, you can always go to Barthen. He'll understand.
I can always. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. I can always go to who?
Barthen, the gentleman at Barthen's Provisions.
Okay.
she says, "Trust me, he'll understand." And it is with her saying he'll understand that you see, in just the blink of an eye, she transforms into a human woman, very similar looking to Barthen, actually. Female version of Barthen, very much a family resemblance. And she kind of gives you a smile and a wink. And the rest of you see, as this elven woman is standing there, or sitting in the cart talking to, well, the one you knew as Zoran, she changes her appearance. And Hested, it is at that moment, as you look over, that you recognize her as the sister of Barthen. Kai.
Hi.
Kai.
Everybody's changing their
Kai.
shape.
Yep.
Kai. Oh. Hello, Kai.
Hey, Hested. I wondered if you would recognize me.
Of course. Why is everybody in disguise these days?
It's sometimes necessary, but I mean, come on. I like to be different people. I like to be, well, whatever I need to be at the moment.
Sure.
But, you know, have to be in this form when I get into Phandalin. Not everybody understands.
Yeah. Well, Arthur will be happy.
He will. He will. All right, and is there anyone else that has anything else that they would like to do during this travel point?
I run over to Heston
Okay.
and go, how come everybody's changing into different people?
I don't know. Well, we kind of met them as different people, though, right? So they're changing into themselves.
I just look at you with a blank stare.
It's okay. You want me to look like somebody else? Who do you want me to look like?
Oh, do me.
Yeah, sure. All right, watch this. Umo. Abracadabra, and I cast Disguise Self, and I look like Orion.
Oh, I lose my freaking marbles.
Wait, Stairs, get over it. Stairs, come here.
I flip it off. I turn it off. I go, it's okay, Umo. It's
No,
okay.
no, don't turn it off yet. Don't turn it off yet. Stairs is here.
Yep. Well,
Stairs, turn into me.
I look around and make sure it's just us. All right. Wham! I basically turn into Orion, but wearing leather armor.
And I scream.
Then I'm gonna run around the figure 8 circles around Hested and Stairs, and then stop. Like, all right, Umo, which one's me?
I am completely dumbstruck.
Okay, so I want everybody else, to please roll me a perception check. Ops, are you spiritual weaponing them?
Dang, that's harsh.
It crossed my mind.
Umo, you're pretty sure that the one who said, which one is me, is not Orion. The other two of you know exactly which one's which. Umo is just a little confused.
Yeah, I kind of lean over and ask Heston, can I change into somebody too?
Well, it's who you think is
It's you.
Hested. He looks like Orion right now.
Oh, I undo that as soon as the gag is over. I'll drop it because I don't want to mess with Umo too much. He's my buddy.
Yeah, I'll do the same. That's.
I go.
I'll go back to
picture,
Zoran.
send it to my mom. Tell her she suddenly had triplets.
I look at Umo and say, I could teach you how to do it one day if you like. It takes a little training. But...
I go, okay.
Also, you got to join my cult. Okay.
All right. I would like everybody to go ahead and mark down that you have DM inspiration, because that was pretty freaking awesome.
Awesome.
Alright. So, with that, you do make your way back into the town of Phandalin. Alright. So, you find yourselves back within Phandalin. Back within the town that, I know you love oh so much. With the family members of the, Town Master's Hall and Barthen's Provisions. So.
We'll bring
We
her
gotta
back.
go see that jackass again, do we?
No, the town town master.
Yeah,
I sure as hell. I'm sure it's one.
Meister Burger.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Somebody else can. He hates me.
Yeah, but I'm with you, so it'll be fine.
Great.
Can I go this time?
You
I wanna
can go
try.
this time, Sleek.
I'll
Yeah.
go too, just to see.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll fall asleep. I'm going to.
Okay. Alright. So all of you head over to the Town Master's Hall, where you find, of course, the quest board and the door that is to the Town Master's Hall very much locked. You do see, because you used it last time, there is like a box just outside of the door. It is, think like about 3 or 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. Large box, large enough to put stuff in, so that that doesn't fit under the door. But yeah, you show up at the Town Master's Hall, and as Sleek, what are you gonna do? You're leading this charge. What are you doing?
Well, I take a hand axe and throw it at the door.
Roll me an attack, please.
Door, my hated enemy.
That kind of escalated quickly.
A little bit, yeah.
I think that door makes an excellent target. I don't know what we're worried about.
So you rage first, okay.
Oh, I didn't take the ways off. Shy.
I think it's
Funny that
appropriate.
way.
So as you hit the door with this axe, you hear a scream from the other side. And then followed, of course, by his phrase that he loves oh so much. If if you're a dragon, I'm skinny and not good for eating.
Hey, let me talk to him.
Okay.
All right, watch it. I am not a dragon. I am Lord Asmodeus, here to consume your soul.
Well, that's an even bigger reason not to answer the door.
I command you to open this door.
Give me a
We
persuasion.
are here wanting
Give
to
me
know if you want to save on wagon insurance.
Orion, give me an intimidation or persuasion, your choice.
Go persuade.
I will give him guidance for this.
Okay. Roll your Well, that's
No,
blessed.
I'm gonna pup that.
Okay, because that's probably a good idea, because that was a terrible roll. Okay, so now it is a 19. Okay. He takes a moment, and you think that he's gonna open the door, and he comes over and he goes, "Why would I open the door for you? I won't open the door for anybody. I'm not gonna open the door for you so you can just consume my soul. That's not a thing." I like my soul right where it is. Thank you very much.
Is it so tasty?
No, it's terrible. It's terrible.
How
It's
you
very-
know?
Because if you want to eat it, I don't want you to eat it.
Susan, how's my axe?
It is
My
stuck in the
hand.
door.
What happened when I peel off of it? Did it make a
There's
hole?
an axe hole in the door. The door.
There is an axe hole in the
There-
door.
the
There's a
door-
big axe hole behind that door.
There is an axe hole in the door now. Yep, the door has an axe hole.
Giant axe hole.
You guys just want me to open the door?
No.
He's like, "Why are you here?"
We found your brother.
Okay. Was he lost? You were supposed to take him provisions. Did you get it taken care of?
Yeah, but the can got destroyed by giant bugs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, really ugly bugs. Kill a lot of people. Eat them. Acid, I think. I don't know.
You are really bad at this.
What do you think?
I think that sounds terrible.
Well, your brother's still alive.
Where is he?
He's literally here right next to us. You'd know that if you open the damn door.
You turn around and you notice his brother is gone.
That's alright, I'm out the door too. Don't worry.
Hey, what about the girl who's with him?
She's gone too.
Are there footprints?
Were we not watching?
You see, she has gone up to Barthen's. Well, whoever would like to, please give me a perception check.
I'm standing next to Orion, and I tap him on the shoulder, and I go, "Do I have a soul too?"
Probably.
Okay.
I had no idea.
No idea, Sleek. As you guys are kind of looking around. Yeah, nope, Umo, no idea. You all of a sudden you hear a voice on the other side of the door that you recognize as the brother. And he says, "I got this, don't worry."
No. No. How did you get in there?
It's a Western secret.
These days.
As he moves, like you hear the sound of furniture being moved as he does, and then he opens the door.
I go in. I want to see him.
So you see Harbin is everything that you imagined that he would be. He's very much the overweight, totally the opposite of everything that he said through the door. He's, very, very much the pompous, middle-aged, like banker-looking guy. And you see, like, as you walk in, you see that it took a lot of moving of furniture to unbarricade the door because it has been barricaded by every large piece of furniture that Harbin could move. So you see, like, the desk and the counter and everything is in, like, this building is very much in, not shambles, but very discombobulated. But you see that it's clear that this building used to be a very serviceable townmaster's hall. You see that within the building, it's very nice. It for the most part, if the furniture was put back where it's supposed to be. You see there's on the walls there's symbols of all of the different guilds. You see there's a large map on one wall of the Sword Coast, marking Neverwinter and Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate and, all of the different major city spots. But you see very clearly there is a family resemblance between these two. However, right at this moment, the brother is the less cowardly of the two.
Kind of catfished everyone a little bit, don't you think?
Susan?
I'm not a catfish. Yes?
The minute I see him,
Uh-huh.
my first thoughts to him went to his brain. Big and chunky.
Okay.
That'll enter to his mind.
Okay. He looks over at his brother, Harbin goes, "Is what they said true?" And the brother's like, "Yeah, the camp is gone." And Harbin kind of looks over and he says, Did you bring the supplies back with you? And brother says, "Yeah." Okay. Well then, I guess this is yours. And he takes a sack from behind the counter, and he just sets this coin bag down on the counter. And he says, "I guess this belongs to you guys then. You completed the quest. Well, thank you for bringing my brother back safely."
You're welcome.
Okay, who are you sending a message to there, Sleek?
Oh, that was the message.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. So, with that, he gives you the 100 gold, and he says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. It's scary out there, and there's gonna. Have you seen that thing? It's huge.
It is used, but we'll take care of it.
Great time, as a matter of fact.
Oh, it's scary. And he kind of, you catch that he's like, "I figured if I stayed in here, I'd be safe. It's not like, the dragon can get in here, right? Right?"
I mean, it could just barrel through it
Or he could just carry the whole place.
or freeze it.
As you guys say this, you see the look on his face. He just goes, I mean, he's pretty pale guy anyway, and he goes even more pale as you're saying this.
But that's not to say you would die. You would just be stuck in a giant icy tomb of a house.
He kind of looks over at you, and you get this very big feeling of, yeah, not better. No, not better.
Are you sure?
Yeah? I'm
Well, this is
pretty
fun.
sure. I'm
Don't worry. Deep breath.
And you see, like, he reaches behind the counter again, and you see, like, he picks up this other bag, and it kind of crinkles a little bit, and you see that he has taken parchment, and he has managed to make a, what is in essence a paper bag out of it. And you see he starts breathing into it, in and out, in and out. He says, Thank you. Now, I know that you guys have done several things for the city, and we greatly appreciate it. What can we call you guys? Who are you? I know that you're Hested's friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you come up with a group name, or is it just Hested's friends?
Good enough.
No, absolutely not.
I'm not there. I'd say the same.
You're not there. No, you're not. He says, there was this, well, it was shortly after you guys went up to visit the gnomes and came back with that hat that you guys sold me. There was this gnome that came into town, and he kept saying that he needed to tell everybody about Hested and his friends.
Oh. You know what? We're not even all here. We're gonna think on that, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate everything that you've done. Let me know so I can put it in the ledger book what you guys are called. I just have, well, I've been putting Hested's friends right now, but I mean, it's all I could been told.
Right. Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
Oh, okay.
I grab the bag.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, you leave the Townmaster's Hall, and I assume you're headed back to the Stonehill Inn.
Yep.
Okay. That's probably a good plan. All right.
Before Hested heads to the inn, he goes back to his cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens the door, closes it behind him. He doesn't need the lights on anymore. But he walks over to the owl bear rug, and he pulls it back, and there's a trapdoor there that he reaches down and unlocks with a key in his pouch and opens up and pulls out an old trunk. It's pretty sizable. And he kind of waits for a second, looks at it, just puts his hand on it, takes a deep breath, and he opens it. And inside there's stuff. There's like a suit of armor, and there's a set of bracers and some other odds and ends. And he hesitates for a decent chunk of time, looking between the armor and the bracers, and he pulls out the armor and looks at it for a while. It says, sort of runs his hands over these scales, and then just shuts everything, leaves the armor out, puts it away, puts the rug over, closes it, locks it, puts the rug over the top, and then slowly puts the armor on.
Okay. And with that, you all head over, after all of that, to the Stonehill Inn. Alright. So, with that, we find ourselves back within the Stonehill Inn. Alright.
Is Hested back yet? Because
Yeah, I'll come back. I'll probably get back right around the same time you guys are there.
I was gonna say, this kind of all happens at the same time, because he had left you guys to deal with the Townmaster. Alright.
well, when Hested come back, I let him do the go because I'm not good with numbers.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll count it out.
Well, your other co-DM is amazing with numbers, and has already figured it out for you. That is 14 gold, 2 silver, and 8 copper each.
Hested's wearing that armor when he comes in, but he's got a cloak over it, so it's probably hard to see right away, but it looks pretty.
Okay. Alright. So, with that, yeah, you guys have made it back to the tavern. I assume that you guys are going to have your meal and whatnot. Turkey legs for our barbarians, of course. Look at that, and treat time, yes. And speaking of treat time, I have a treat for all of you. Guess what? You level up.
Woo! So we go from 4 to 5 or 3 to 4?
3 to 4.
Okay.
This counts for drink.
Okay, so with that, at this time, as you level up, if you have chosen one of your AL service awards, you can go and pick those up at the appropriate store.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I know
I got
it
that
was.
listed again.
Yeah.
Is it pin?
I simply just received an unmarked package and handed to me by a courier from the guild.
Correct. And actually, your package, if you notice, has the has what looks to be a seal on it, Zoran, of not the guild that you are expecting, but it actually has a seal of a place here within town. And as you open the package, there is a note inside that says, if you need, come see me at the exchange.
And no, and it's from Barthen or
No,
Kai.
no, The exchange within Phandalin is the Phandalin Miners Exchange. And there is initials at the bottom that just say HT.
Interesting. I just assumed this was a delivery from Waterdeep, but
It was not.
okay. I will take out the goggles and try them on and
Okay.
see that they fit.
They do. And they fit perfectly. The other thing that all of you receive is there is another shipment of as you see you see the small or young assistant to your health potion supply source shows up with another batch of health potions.
I'll need that.
So you
Excellent.
and Sleek and Umo, they are of course bacon flavored.
Yes, bacon.
Oh no.
Yes. All right.
And Omo doesn't want his. I can take it.
All
What was
right.
the Tier 1 Adventure Award? Award.
Yep. So while you guys figure out all of that and level up, we are going to go ahead and take our break right here. I am doing the treat time at the moment because their uncle is awesome and redeemed a treat time. They do, but Uncle Ragnarok got it this time. So, all right. With that, we are going to go ahead and take our break. We will be back in a few minutes. So, all right. See you then. back within the DMS Adventures Tavern, back within the Stonehill Inn here within Phandalin, as our adventuring party has leveled up. They have, at this point, been able to get their long rest here within Phandalin. Is there any shopping that needs to be done here within Phandalin? As you've got lots of stores, you've got lots of stuff, you've got lots of gold. What are you going to do?
I'd like to go to the Miners Guild or the Exchange.
The Miners Exchange? Okay. All right. Are you going by yourself, or is anybody going to the Miners Exchange with him?
Guess I'll go to a magic shop.
There's not really a magic shop, but there is the Lion Shield's Coster, there's Barthen's Provisions, there's the Shrine of Luck, there's the Phandalin Miners Exchange. There's not a whole lot, there's not a ton of stores here within Phandalin. But you know that that the Lion Shield Coster does have some magic items, armor, weapons, whatnot. And there's some things that Barthen has been able to acquire as well. All right.
I'll try my luck there.
Okay. All right. So with that, we're gonna start with the Miners Exchange. The Miners Exchange is down at the bottom of this map here, down here. Now, Zoran, it's easier.
Sure.
Yeah.
You hear it. It's accurate.
Yeah. So you head down to the Miners Exchange. Now, you know, being in Phandalin for this little bit of time that you have been here, that this is a mining town for sure. You've seen miners that come here with their, like, you've seen them in the inn and you've seen them, you know, around town. That, and like, at this point, think very much the, like, California gold rush kind of mining town, where
Sure.
you've got the guys that are sure they're gonna hit gold and then like come in with this little bitty teeny tiny nuggets, but it is here within the Phandalin Miners Exchange where they can have their valuable finds weighed, measured, and paid out. It's also kind of serves as an unofficial records office, registering claims to various streams and excavation sites around the area. Now, as you step inside, you see that this exchange it's hopping. You've got all kinds of people in here. You've got, you know, people working behind the counter, weighing, measuring, paying out stuff. But it is clear to you as you step inside that there is one person who is in charge of the whole situation. Now, you see this very clear, this human woman kind of yelling about, you know, go deal with him or go da-da-da-da, and so you see that she's very much the one in charge here. And as you step inside, you see that, you know, she is aware of everything going on within the Miners Exchange, and she sees you, and she gives you a big smile. You have a feeling that this is the person that you received that package from.
Is there anything around the walls or anything that would be in either thieves' can or something that would identify it as a thieves' guild spot, but only that thieves would know this?
Give me a perception check. So not within the front area. Like, you see there's a giant map of the area with like points on the map, you know, claims that have been made, whatnot. But it is behind the counter. You see this sign that says, in common, all sales final kind of thing, right? Underneath it, you see in Thieves' Cant, it says something along the lines of except to those who really know.
Okay.
And
Then
go ahead.
I say I would have just gone up to her and said, "Hello, miss. Would you happen to have the initials HT?"
As you walk up to the counter, as you say this, she smiles and she says, "Come with me, Zorn."
Okay.
And she pulls you behind the counter and off into this small little office, and it's clear as she steps in and goes behind the desk that this is her private office. And she says, "Please close the door."
I'll close it and lock it just to be on the safe side.
And it is as you close the door that you see on the back of the door, just right next to the doorknob, or on the actual handle of the doorknob, you see the symbol of the Zentarum.
Lovely.
Oh man.
Well, then I'll turn to her and say, I believe you delivered this package by mistake. I have no need of this. I'm a tiefling.
Oh, but I think you do, my friend. I received a letter that said you would be in town. And I figured that no matter dark vision or not, goggles are always good. It's always good to be able to see your surroundings.
Well, they are fashionable.
They are.
Would this letter have come from Waterdeep?
It did.
Okay, understood.
I wanted you to know that if you needed some assistance, that I'm here. After all, I hold a very important place in this town, and it is my hope that we will get quite the hold here.
Understood. I'll ask, is there anything you can tell me about this dragon that's been terrorizing the area? We fear it may affect business.
It most definitely is affecting business. I mean, there's so much that this dragon has been affecting. I mean, we've lost some miners to him, in fact.
Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you for that. I've been sent here to just assess the situation and take care of it if need be.
Of course, that's why I asked for them to send someone. I knew that I personally couldn't deal with it, but I wanted to make sure that there was someone on the ground here taking care of such things. Now, my question for you is, the group that you're working with, do they know?
Do they know that I'm a rogue? Yes, they do. I mean, that's
Do they
even
know
out in
the
the
true
field.
you?
Unfortunately, an incident with some very moon-capable druids revealed things, but they've accepted me.
Interesting. And you trust them?
I do. We don't know each other, so there's no reason for them to, at least from what I could tell, there's no reason for them to cross swords or anything.
Interesting. I wasn't sure that, what kind of group that you would end up with. I was hoping you would get a good one, though. I wasn't sure who they would be sending, or how many, so I'm glad that there was a group that you could join into. Now, is there anything that you need that I can help you with?
At this time, honestly, no. But it is always good to know I have a place to stop by in town.
Of course, I am here if you need me. And you see, like, this look on her face. Give me an insight check, actually.
All right.
Come on, roll good. I really want you to roll good on this one. Come on. There you go. It is clear to you, as she says, "I'm here if you need me," that you get this look of, yeah, she could be a very good patron for you, as long as you don't cross her.
Okay. Out of character, Sarah doesn't give a shit about this in term.
Right. Right.
It's always good to have more friends and enemies and people in town if you need. That's probably how we'll see the relationship.
Uh-huh. But you get the feeling that she probably has control of most of the goings-on within Phandalin. If she doesn't control it directly, she knows the people who do.
Excellent.
And I need you to roll me a d4, please.
Okay.
Perfect. She says, so, what are you guys headed next?
I would depend on the path of the dragon and if there's any aid that can be given to the town that would take us there.
Well, there is one thing, and I know it sounds kind of selfish, but you know the Tribor Trail, right? The one that runs east-west.
Mm-hmm.
It passes through the ruins of a town called Conanberry. It was a town that got sacked by barbarians years ago. There's a ruined temple just south of there that also got ransacked by those same barbarians. But recently, I heard a rumor that the locals hid their gold before they perished, and that gold has not been found. So I was thinking if you, might be interested in making some coin.
Interesting.
What? It's a temple. I mean, they gotta have had quite. I mean, Conanberry was a pretty active town at the time before it got sacked. So I figure the temple probably was fairly well off, from what I hear. But, I mean, to each their own, you know?
Understood. Let us hope that the dragon takes us in the path of this. Obviously, my mission would have to come first.
Well, of course. But I mean, keep that in your back pocket for, maybe some extra coin might get you some, extra tools. And she kind of looks at your goggles and kind of gives you a sly grin.
Thank you so much for the offer, and I know better than to ask your name, so HG will be fine.
No worries. You can call me Halia.
Halia, thank you, and I'll flourishly kiss her hand, kind of thing. And I have no doubt.
On the desk there is like a nameplate that says Halia Thornton.
Okay, Halia Thornton or
Thornton.
Thornton. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt we will be definitely in contact.
Of course. And she kind of gestures to the nameplate and she goes, "At least that's what they call me here."
That is something I certainly understand. So.
Okay. So with
you may call me Zoran here.
No problem. We each have our titles. All right.
We do.
So, if there is nothing else, you can in fact make your way out of the Phandalin Miners Exchange, knowing that you potentially have a valuable patron.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't cross her.
Understood.
Okay. Now, Orion, I believe that you were headed to, was it Barthens or was it Lion Shield?
I'll say first one, then the other.
Okay, you're gonna head to Barthens? Alright. Is anybody else going to Barthens? No. Okay.
In my mind, this is concurrent with what I did, so I will be there.
All right, so you head over to Barthen's. The shelves of this general store stocked, most ordinary goods and supplies. The only thing really that he doesn't have is weapons and armor and, that kind of thing, because that's Lion Shield's idea. So, you walk in, you see Barthen. He is the lean, balding human man, about 50 years old or so. And you see that he's got a couple of young clerks as well in here. So, what are you looking for?
He'll start sniffing around, literally, for a pearl of power.
Okay. As you seem to be sniffing around for stuff, he kind of he walks over and he goes, "Can I help you? It looks to me like you might be looking for something a little more special."
What's he smell like?
He kind of, hard work and sweat, pretty much. It seems to be he has been moving stuff along with his clerks, but he does have this kind of musky smell to him. But you get a very, just from that smell and whatnot, you get the feeling that this guy is very trustworthy.
All right. I'm looking for something about yay big, and he's gonna have his finger and thumb like so, pearlish, typically like a magic battery.
Huh. I can't say that I have ever had it called that, but perhaps. Yeah. Well, What color pearl were you looking for?
Yeah, surprised me.
Okay. And you see he pulls out from behind the counter this small container, small box. It looks to be about a foot wide, about 4 or 5 inches deep, and he opens it, and you see inside 5 what look to be pearls in different colors. And he says, he kind of looks at you and he goes, let's see. I don't think this one will work for you. Yeah, no, maybe this one. And he pulls out, and you see that it is very metallic silver-looking pearl. And he says, I think this one will go with your aesthetic.
Makes my scales, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He does.
Alright. I guess I'll take it in my fingers and examine it.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check, please. As you're
boy.
studying this pearl.
I get to use my researcher/sage background.
You do? And the researcher sage background gives you what? You can attempt to learn. Usually this information comes from... Okay. With that Arcana check, you recognize this is in fact a pearl of power.
Nice.
It is really pretty. It is it's very shiny. And you notice that it has in fact this small vein of color that kind of weaves itself around within the pearl itself. And it's interesting. This vein of color, as you're kind of turning this pearl in your hand, almost looks as if it could be the texture of like a calico cat, where it has the different shades. It's almost has this different look as you turn it in the light.
Yeah, this is just what I was looking for.
Good. I heard that somebody would be around. He says,
Yeah, we just got back to town.
I know, I heard. Consider it my gift to you
Oh. Oh, thanks.
for finding my sibling and bringing her back.
Oh, that was your sibling?
It was.
Huh. Well, you're welcome.
It's not often that I find that Kai actually makes it back to town, so I appreciate you making sure she got here safe.
Yeah, sure thing. If you ever gets lost again, just give us a jingle. Or,
I'll leave a message, don't worry.
yeah, that.
No worries, she's usually fine, but, I hadn't heard from him in a while, and, well, now I know why. Apparently, they've been hanging out at the loggers camp. Always knew there was something between her and the other Wester kid.
They're actually safe and sound.
I appreciate that. So,
For some reason, it's not letting me do the regular character sheet, so I can't add anything to this one. Put that on there.
okay, that's weird. I just
Yeah,
added...
normally you open it and then you hit the button to pop it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not giving me the first part of that anymore.
Okay, restart Roll20.
Uh,
If you pop it out, sometimes you have to restart to get it to let you bring it back up. But I put Pearl of Power on your page already.
Let me try. I tried it earlier, and yep, still not doing it. Weird. Oh, well.
All right. So with that, is there anybody else that needs to go anywhere else?
I am trying to determine this.
Okay.
I have been speaking to.
To the bartender
I'm
guy?
not sure. I have been speaking to,
Uh-huh.
there are these entities that provide advice.
Well, I mean, the bartender at the tavern does that as well. So, yeah. Yeah. He's a pretty good guy, that bartender guy. He's got his thumb on the pulse of the town, that's for sure, and he knows just where to get the certain items that you're looking for. By the way, Orion, please roll me. Oh, you actually did already roll me a D4. That works. While you are at Barthen's, I forgot to do this. He tells you, in the thanking you for all this, he says, I have a question for you though, buddy. Did you see any of that strange magic that pervades the Neverwinter Woods while you guys were in there? It's
Did I see any of that?
no.
No. No.
Well, I mean, I've heard rumors that there's ancient ruins of bygone kingdoms lost in the depths of the woods. So, if you travel up there again, be careful. You never know what you may find up there.
Ancient skulls.
Perhaps. Okay.
Where is it supposed to be?
Somewhere in the Neverwinter Woods. I don't know. Just there's supposed to be some ancient ruins up there. I mean, this place had kingdoms lost everywhere. So you never know.
In the know.
All right. Ops, you are talking to the bartender within the Stonehill Inn about this staff that you heard about, and you would love to have.
Yeah, I've heard it is from the tomb of the 9 gods.
Yeah, yep, that'd be the one. And he says, well, actually, he's, you're talking about it, and it's all good, and you have a great conversation about it. And actually, he will, you have this great conversation. Never seen one of those before, but that'd be awesome for you to have. Yeah, you just kind of add that to your wish list. And let's see here. Ops, give me a perception check, please. Perfect. So while you are within the tavern and you're having this discussion, you notice that there is this group of people come in, and it seems that they just came from the coast, and they were traveling along the road from Waterdeep, headed up to Neverwinter, but they decided to stop off over here, and they're talking about this old stone lighthouse that they saw. They saw this lighthouse. It was beautiful. They were gonna stop and look at it, but they saw this ship that seemed to be almost drawn to this lighthouse, as if like a moth to a flame. And they saw it crash on the rocks. And they're like, man, and you kind of catch these people that are traveling, very much not the adventurer type at all whatsoever. They're farmers. They're not, the adventuring type at all. And you see that they're talking about this, and they're like, if I were braver, I would have gone. I bet you that ship, I bet those wrecks are filled with treasure. I bet you they are. I mean, just think of what that ship was holding, and if one ship, I think I saw more than one wreckage out there. Like, I bet you those ships are just full of stuff. Man, if only I were braver. So you catch that they are talking about a lighthouse on the coast. All right. Thank you for sharing all that, Cause, by the way. All right. So with that, Ops.
Nah.
It is about just before you're ready to head to bed, when you receive a package delivered to the inn. You see, wrapped in what looks to be some kind of cloth, there is this large package. And you see, well, actually, let's go ahead and bring us back. I've been running around Phandalin. Let's bring us back to the Stonehill Inn. And delivered to the bartender is this wrapped, what looks to be large package. And it is brought in and set on the counter.
Whose is this?
You see it says,
Ain't got no time for nothing that ain't food.
it says Ops Warden on it.
Ops,
done. What are you looking for?
Ops! Is there an ops in
Down.
here?
That's me. Can you hear me? Hello? I stand up, I walk over.
Of course I can hear you. You're taller than the average patron. And to boot, you got a deep resonating voice. Get over here, this is for you.
Ah, what could this be? Who knows I'm here?
That's a good question.
Plenty
Well,
of people know you're here, bud. Frankly, I don't get many patrons like you. I've been telling everybody in town that I got furbows in the tavern. It helps with business. And since you've been helping with business, let me tell you what. Ops, roll me a d6.
Right.
a 6.
Ooh.
Nice.
We need to go into combat soon. With all these crits.
I know, right? We only crit on the non-combat-y times.
Lately.
Look. Rumor has it that you've helped out my boy Uma. Frankly, while I don't want him in this tavern, I'm a little fond of him. Don't you damn well tell him that.
Alright.
I'll tell you. I hear some things here in the tavern. West of Fendelin, on the coast, there's an old stone lighthouse. That pesky damn dragon been seen flying from that place. But I tell you, ships are drawn to this gleaming tower that's out there, like moths to a flame. And they always crash. This is what they tell me. But I gotta say, where there's ships, there's inventory. Where there's inventory, they gotta be filled with treasure, am I right?
I think this is true.
Well, maybe. I ain't going out there. Anyway, thanks for
But we
keeping
can
my,
go there and find this for you.
I'm not going out there. You don't owe
But
me
we
nothing.
can.
Nah, you don't owe me nothing. I tell you what, if you got a good adventure out there, you tell the story here in the tavern, it'll boom my business. That's good enough.
Alright, I am very appreciative of this.
It might be diddly squat. Thanks for protecting
True.
Umo for me.
Of course.
And with that, you are handed the package. As you, do you unwrap it here, or do you take it back, go up to your room? What do you do?
I am thinking that perhaps I shouldn't open this in room with lots of eyes.
Okay. So you head up to your room, I assume?
Nah.
And as you unwrap this package, you see that it is in fact a staff. Beautiful staff. Looks very much snake-like. And it is as you attune to the staff that you learn of its powers. So this is the staff. It is a staff of the python. It actually is very beautiful, and it turns into an actual snake with the right code words. And as you attune to it, you actually learn those code words. So, yeah. So you now have a staff of the python.
It is a friend
It is a friend.
for those lonely times on trail.
Okay. I mean, you have all the other people, but sure.
But I mean, when I am feeling, you can be surrounded by people
Of course.
and be
Of
lonely.
course. Okay. All right. So, with that, Everybody else, give me a perception check, please.
This is
Holy-
not for me.
Well, no, you went upstairs.
Nah.
Orion, I appreciate your natural one. Okay. Perfect. So, Heston. Now, you're a pretty observant guy. And, you notice that there's this older gentleman kind of over by himself. Been there, pretty much all day. The whole time you guys have been around. Kind of just, either by himself or he is telling, stories. You've caught both sides of this, but as you kind of pay attention to this gentleman, he's either drinking by himself or he seems to be full of like bluster and stories of great exploits that you kind of overhear that a little bit. But every once in a while, he gets a little crowd around him and he tells stories about working as a gold prospector. And a little while later, with another group, you could swear that he said that at one point he was a fur trader and a privateer. Another story, you're pretty sure you heard him say that he was a whaler. There was another one where he was a miner. Like, these stories, like, they all sound really cool, and they're told to different people, so you're not quite sure if any of them are actually correct or not. Because if it is, I mean, this is an older gentleman, so it kind of makes sense. He's older, he might have actually done several of these things, but the combination of them seems very unlikely.
This is Sildar.
No, it is not Sildar.
Can you ping who this person is?
It is this gentleman over here.
Oh, that dude in the hat? Alright, cool.
Yep.
Alright. Has he ever seen him before? Is he new in town?
He is new in town.
Alright. Cool.
Yep. So
that's
that
interesting.
is one of those things that you definitely have noticed.
Sure. I guess I'll go talk to him a little bit.
Okay.
I'll walk up to him and just be like, you tell a good story. I'm Heston.
Thanks.
Well. Looky what the dragon fragged in. You look like you know your way about these parts. What was it, Hasted? Yeah, I've heard your tales.
Oh, well, I haven't seen you before here. I live here in Phandalin. You just passing through?
Oh, Hasted, you got a humor about you. I like you. The name's Don John, but you can call me Don John.
Fair enough. What are you drinking, old man?
Oh, I tell you, the only thing I drink is courage and whiskey. Oh, Toblin, why don't you get me around here and, get one here for Hasted and, put it on his tab. Let me tell you,
Ryan, are you
youngin'.
shooting chromatic orbs at somebody over here?
A 9th level chromatic orb at this guy.
Okay.
What?
You
I
go to
will.
shoot it off. You point at him to send it over there, and it just doesn't go.
Or maybe it does.
Or maybe it doesn't.
I'll nod at Toblin and just be like, because he knows he doesn't serve me booze in his bar. So, but I'll get this guy's whiskey and I'll come over with another cup of coffee.
Take that from me, youngin'. Don't you worry. Old Don John will tell you how it was in the good old days. Yeah, that's right. I'm new in town, but I'm ready for adventure. Oh boy.
You're an adventurer?
Ho, I tell ya, you're hasted. I'm a many thing. I tell ya, this one time, oh boy, I was off the Sword Coast. He goes into a 10-minute story
Cool. Well, I'm
that
stuck
turns
in hell.
into a 20 minutes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
need to interrupt him
Yeah, so at about minute
multiple
15,
times.
I'm gonna be like, hey, that's great. You're gonna have to hold on to that one though, and we'll talk later because I have an 8 charisma. I don't know how to deal with people.
Oh, that's right. The youngins can't keep up with the good old days. That's for sure. Oh, where'd it go? Toblin.
I'll come back to the table. Hey, we need a name.
Huh? What? I'm
We need a
too
name,
busy
right?
eating chicken. What you just said?
We need a name, right?
A name? What
Yes. A name for our group.
name? Oh, well, the town master requests a name.
So what's it gonna be?
I like the troop of questionable intentions. That's
would be
actually,
accurate.
that needs to be tomorrow's crew.
I feel like this should be a Twitch poll.
This would be a good Twitch poll. I like it. Let me see if I can remember how to do that.
Didn't we come up with something?
I voted Twilight Company.
I like Twilight Company. I'm down for that.
I'm pretty sure everybody voted for Heston and his friends.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did too.
Do not want it. Don't want it. I like Twilight Company.
The Twilight Reef?
Twilight Company.
Twilight
Nah.
Company is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Huh? Sounds
We
like
all
you
admit
eat.
that the backup choice was the Gathering of the Great Bacon.
Yes.
The gathering of the what?
Bacon, yes!
Lords of Bacon.
So either Twilight and Company or Wars of Bacon.
Twilight Company. I think we should.
This guy has bacon.
There is a poll on Twitch.
I don't know how to do this. I need to do a poll on Twitch.
He's got to
You just
hit the
gotta
drop
click
down
on
arrow.
where it says poll and you can vote.
Gathering of
The Gathering of Bacon. Because it wouldn't let me put great.
No.
You guys have like 30 seconds to vote.
You do. You
I
only have
can't.
like 30 seconds to vote.
I'm voting for Twilight Company. I don't know how to vote. Okay, there it
I
is.
don't even know how to vote, so.
No, I like Twilight.
Bacon is winning. Oh man, I shouldn't have said anything.
You
It's
should
the fourth
totally- I
quarter
should've-
comeback.
I like it. It's you guys can be the Twilight Company known as the Gathering of Bacon.
10 seconds left. Twilight Company is in
Yeah.
the lead with 3 votes.
Yes,
Yeah.
no gathering of bacon.
Oh no, it's tied. Oh, they tied.
It should be the Twilight Company. And then in parentheses the Gathering of Bacon.
The Twilight Company of Bacon.
There you go.
Yes! This is awesome.
I'm doing it.
You know, what it took
I'll go
you
tell her.
guys 7 to 8 sessions to come up with, we settled in a 1-minute poll.
Yep.
Pested stands up. He says, "I'll tell the town master," and he leaves.
That's pretty fun.
How about the Twilight Bacon Company?
No, Pested leaves. He goes to the town master's house.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Do that right now.
All right, I like it. Okay, so that's pretty funny.
We narrowed it down to 2. That's more progress than we've had.
It is. It is. I like the Twilight Company though. Honestly,
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
That's
call,
good.
y'all.
good job.
That is specifically what I tell the town master. It is. I go to his door, I knock, and that's what I tell him.
As you knock on the door,
Screw democracy. Yes.
you knock on the door, and you see the younger brother opens the door.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up?
I just want to make sure that you understood that we all talked about it and decided that we're going to be calling ourselves a Twilight Company. So make sure it's accurately reflected in your logs.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting us know.
Sure thing. Sure thing. You have a good night.
You
To run
too.
back to the bar.
All right, so the Twilight Company it is. All right.
But in my mind, it
is
was the Twilight Baking
The
Company.
Twilight Baking
Baking
Company is
Company.
what it really is,
Dude,
yes.
that sounds like a really kitschy company that makes like shishi bacon, like really like bougie style bacon, you know, like with expensive peppers and stuff.
Yeah.
This is the Twilight Bacon Company. We have 16 different kinds of bacon.
Sounds good to me.
Mm.
Yes. All right. So with that, you all can get your long rest. You can figure out what you guys want to do for the next day. All right. So, is there anything anybody needs to do within town?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So you guys leveled up, so you kind of already had your long rest. So we'll just jump to be the next morning. All right. So you gather back here within the tavern. It's the next morning. You as soon as you guys get there, you see the barbarians already have all the bacon. There's a platter of it on the table. And
What was?
well, no, there is a platter of it. It's just like there's nothing on the platter anymore, but there is a platter of bacon. It is actually a bacon-shaped platter. And you see on it, it has in what looks to be
Basically, it's trying to spell Twilight Baking Company, but it's trying to spell wrong.
Nice. No, the platter itself, you see, if you look really close, you see Umo and you see Sleek's name actually in what looks to be like the fat lines through the bacon on the platter. So apparently, this platter is only specifically made for you guys.
Really?
Consider my mind blown.
Yes, yes.
All right. So this platter stays, of course, at the tavern. But every time you guys come in, you see this platter automatically comes over full of some kind of meat.
So, where are we going next?
Well, I was told about some ruins that were somewhere around the Neverwinter Woods. Gonna be lots of cool shit.
I had heard the same thing around one of the towns along the trail.
Well, the only town along the trail is the one that we stayed in overnight.
Actually, Susan, I totally forgot the name of the town. So, OOC-wise, can you put that map up again?
So it was, hold on, let me get. So you were told about the town that is, hold on, I missed, where, there it is. You were told about the Tribor Trail, town, the ruins of Conanberry.
Cronenberry.
So,
Okay,
yep.
that was it.
I will actually put this back into chat.
Which you would remember that you've been to.
Yes. Yes, you are correct. That is the town that you guys did stay in. The ruins of.
You'll recall that's where
Right.
you found some horses.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if we've
It
already,
sounds like some place where they grow rabbits.
Huh. Conanberry.
You said there's a
Yeah,
temple.
Coney berry. Coney is a rabbit.
I've heard a similar rumor about a temple just south of that town, which, like Orion said, we may be an opportunity for quite an amount of coin that it was used as some kind of vault for the now deceased townfolk of Coneyberry.
Interesting.
Lots of cool treasure.
Yeah.
Perhaps some new skulls.
Anybody hear anything about the dragon?
Well, my preference.
I have heard this dragon is close to Lighthouse. Or
Lighthouse.
has been seen there.
Where
This lighthouse is west of here. Old stone lighthouse.
Well,
Right? Isn't that what I heard?
That is
the
exactly
And
what
in
you
dragon.
heard.
fact, there was a
That.
point when you guys were heading out to Loggers Camp um, that Ops, you're really the only person that's kind of able to kind of piece this together. But as you were heading along, northward to Loggers Camp, there was a time where you guys were camping, and like at some point in the night, one of your companions told you that the dragon flew overhead but didn't notice you, and it came from the west, which you know to be the sea.
Okay. So I'm relating information to party about dragon and lighthouse and ships and stuff.
you think that's where it's making its lair?
On a coastline sounds a bit odd.
It's easy
Yeah.
hunting. Easy hunting for ships. You know, waits till they
Oh.
come.
I've heard there was a ship full of prosciutto. That sang.
Who the hell is prosciutto?
Chetta.
Well, it's kind of a thinly sliced ham. It's really good.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Are
I'm
these
down.
blue question marks where we're told to go, or places where the dragon's been spotted?
No, those are the places that you have heard rumors about.
Okay.
So you heard the rumors about the place that is just south of Conanberry, which would be the one over here. You heard one about a stone tower on the coast, which would be over here. And you heard that there was something going on in the Neverwinter Woods that possibly had ancient ruins of bygone kingdoms lost in its depths.
I vote for that one.
Actually, I'd like to ask Hested as a local. Hallie Thornton, are you aware of who that is?
I don't know. Do I
You
know?
are, in fact.
Yeah, she runs the mining company, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I
rather
don't
than
know her.
the quest board that you all have been like taking quests from, these are just kind of hearsay. You're getting where before you were getting like hand-drawn maps for a location. Now you're getting like vague directions and rumor mill.
That's
Yeah.
who told me about the temple. If you think she's legitimate, I still think that may be our best bet.
I don't know how that gets us closer to the dragon, though. Did she mention that there was an association there?
No, not specifically.
If you really want to be closer to it right now.
Maybe not.
Buried
Well-
treasure.
I mean,
Lots of
if you guys
shinies.
want to go, if you guys want to go investigate this temple or try to see if we can find a Neverwinter, understand Neverwinter Woods is a big place and it's an old forest, so just trying to find something in there feels like a needle in a haystack without any more information. But we've got specific directions to the temple, so if y'all want to do a little temple diving, I'll come along, of course. I just want to make sure we don't lose, sight of the prize.
Shiny skull. That's my prize.
Everybody roll me a history check, please.
Huh?
Everybody roll me a history check, please.
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
Good job, Hested.
Oh my
There's things I'm good at and things I suck at.
Because we're giving you some rumor mill stuff, you had heard of another rumor, and Orion, you do remember this. Overhearing a group that came in a little while ago, that actually also was within the Neverwinter Woods area, about Falcon's Hunting Lodge. So you did do that or hear that as well. So, all right. Now my question for you is, do you want to do one of these rumors, Or do you want to search the quest board? Or what do you want to do?
I'm inclined to do one of these rumors.
Me too.
Okay.
I think the chance for additional profit is probably greater than these little 50 gold piece things.
Dungeon delving. Skulls.
I'll follow the group.
That could be some magic treasure.
So
mean,
which
from-
of these crazy rumors do you want to follow?
I still like the temple given its source.
I voted on the woods.
Well, you now, just for reference, you now have 2 of them up here somewhere. 2 rumors that lead you that direction.
Shall we put our tokens where we're down to go?
Yep, please. Above table, this is so that your dungeon masters know which ones to prepare.
Let's see,
Mainly
which
so that
one?
your dungeon master cause knows which one to prepare.
Really ratted me out there.
You're welcome.
It comes with the territory. Hey guys, I'm new.
No, it's all good. Let's
Where
see if...
did we put things where there's very few chances of seeing bacon? Yeah.
Probably, but there's also fish.
With
Fish,
almost
alright.
good. So
Alright, so...
I go with fish and bacon goes.
Okay, so it looks like we are headed to the coast? Is that where we're headed?
I think that's the vote.
Okay.
Seems like it.
The what?
Alright, so we are
Hello.
headed to the coast, it seems. Alright,
Oh,
sounds good to me. I like it.
the hell's on the coast?
That's
The lighthouse,
the
the dragon.
old stone lighthouse. The ones that the ship is drawn to. The ones that is supposed to be filled with treasure as the ships have sink. Okay. So, it seems that we are headed for the coast to see what comes of that. Now, you have actually heard 2 different rumors about this lighthouse over here. Just to clarify, you heard rumor about the ship, being drawn to the lighthouse. Both rumor sets have said that. So, I just want to put that out there. All right. So, then, since that is your choice of where we are going to go, all right, let me I think that's funny. All right. By the way, out of game, I know we have said this before, but we have split. Kaz and I have split the modules up, and I love that you guys keep choosing Kaz's modules. So I love that it's like, all right, well, this one's mine, this one's mine, this one's mine. Nope, they're choosing that one. Okay.
Much to your detriment, I might add.
I know, right? I mean, it's not. I'm not sad about this because this just means that I get to sit back and play as well. So, all right. Now, just for reference, this old stone lighthouse is said to be approximately 35 to 40 miles from Phandalin. That kind of means that if you were to, say, leave Phandalin at, daybreak, you would probably get to the high road, which is the red road solid line, by about, let's see here, probably about nightfall. So you would probably want to rest there, which means you have one night of camping before you actually arrive at the lighthouse. So, I need someone other than Sleek to please roll me a just cause as you are leaving the town of Phandalin headed for this. Oh, well, I said other than sleek. Okay. All right. Well, here you go. Cause, you got lots of just causes, so that works.
All about that.
I know you are. All right. So, I'm assuming if there's nothing else that you guys head out. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you head out, and I mean, you guys have traveled this section of the road quite a bit. This road to the high road, it's very well traveled. So it is no problem for you to travel along this road. Now, I would like, just because, why not? Someone to roll me a survival check to kind of helm this pathway. I mean, it's pretty easy DC, so, you know.
Did your survival get better this level?
All right, Ops.
Wow.
All right. I would
give you
say
a-
that's a pretty good survival.
Yeah.
All right. So that works for me. I like it. That was a really good roll. All right. So as you're traveling, you actually, like, you pass some people. You pass, like, you know, people headed to Phandalin. You kind of see some people leaving Phandalin as you guys do headed towards the high road, and at one point you actually end up traveling with a couple of them, and as you guys get to the high road, some head north, some head south to make their camps along the road, but you are able to, with Ops' survival, find a really well-placed campsite just past the high road. So my question for you is, are you taking shifts for this watch? As you are aware, because of the rumors, that the dragon likes to come over to the coast.
Yeah, I'll take one. I probably have the best perception on the party. So.
I'll take
I'll take one.
Okay. All right. So, first shift is going to be Hested, you said?
Yeah, I'll take first.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
All right. Okay. So you are you're feeling pretty confident. You got this, right?
Mhm.
You see people traveling through the night. And yeah, seems to be like you see it. You catch the sight, and hearing it coming, and you catch sight of looks to be a small what would be considered a wagon train. A couple of like 3 or 4 wagons together that are just passing the Tribor Trail mark, headed northward.
Sure.
You kind of catch sight of that, but yeah, all seems to be pretty well.
Alright, cool.
All right.
I'll wake up the next person.
Okay. And who was gonna go next with that?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Let's see here. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please. All right. Super perceptive. I like it. So as you are camping along the trail here, you you hear the chilly wind, the sound of water, the campfire that you've got going on. You hear some insects flying around. Kind of distracted a little bit.
And it's at that point, Orion, the sound of the insects really kind of drowns out a lot of the noise as you kind of are camping here at the crossroads of the high road and the Starboard Trail. It's tough to hear. You think you hear a familiar sound, though. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. A shadow in the moonlight. It's very brief. You look up, you don't see anything.
Alright.
Okay. So with that, you feel like just this uncomfortableness as the time goes on. You remember that sound, the sound of wings beating, but you didn't see it. Were you imagining it? Did it really happen? Or was it just the insects messing with you? Words are hard, guys. So your shift comes to an end. I believe, Zoran, you were next?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And actually, Orion, do you tell them as they get up?
I didn't see anything, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, you get woken up. You're given that whole all right, we're good kind of situation. You too hear the insects flying around, the crackling of the fire, the sounds of the waves hitting the shore. I mean, you traveled this road before. You're good. You feel everything is fine. And it is with that the sun starts to crest over the mountains. It's just at the edge of daybreak.
So, as you all rouse to consciousness, or your guard comes and wakes you, you're able to kind of do what you need to do in the morning, prepare spells or some such. You know that you are about to depart from the main trail and kind of go into the wilderness or the realm of rumor. What are y'all doing?
Guess I'm just searching the I don't know, the horizon line or the skyline for a tower. It seems to me that if this is mostly plains, it should be pretty easy to mark on the horizon.
Okay, you're quite a bit of ways from the water.
Sure.
In terms of the grid, you can. It's too. You're too far away from the coastline to kind of make that assertion.
Sure.
Yeah, each hex is about 5 miles or so.
Okay, yeah, I suppose that's pretty far out of our view. So I guess I'll just try to make sure that we're on the right direction then, or help ops do that.
Anything else for y'all in the morning as you all break camp? Okay. If you're headed out, anybody? Oh, go ahead. Okay. Anybody that is proficient in survival can roll to kind of track the lay of the land. Your party members have shared with you the details of what you're looking for. You all know where the coast is, and as you guys kind of try put together tracks.
In survival?
Yeah, if you're proficient in survival, go ahead and get it.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not proficient, so strike my roll.
And I'm too busy.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So absolutely. So it's very much joint effort. It's not so much that like someone says this way and someone says this way and you know exactly where to march. It's more of a you've heard the rumors. You're piecing together where you saw the dragon eye from on your trip to the loggers, and you're kind of collaborating that with what Umo and Ops are kind of able to take of the lay of the land, and quite frankly, a couple of paths that go straight from this intersection towards the coast. There's a couple of different trails that are very worn, but exist. And yeah, you guys are able to make good progress. This will take you to kind of move the next 5 miles. Takes you 2 hours. As you start to approach, now you're at a position where you can see the coastline, and you all kind of see that it looks like there's a storm on the horizon, but it looks many hours out. There's nothing to worry about. And then again, with Ops and Umo kind of guiding the way, you definitively make it to the coast. Umo, you're able to kind of, you like animals, and you know what their tracks look like, so you're able to kind of follow them to get to the coast. And Ops, you being a furbolg, are very in tune with nature, and are able to make it to the coast here just by pointing out the signs. And absolutely. And as you all make it to the coast, you start to see this towering stone structure. Many miles off the coast, you start to see the clouds are starting to turn darker and darker. But as you get to the edge here, you make it all the way to the coast, and it's not a gently sloping beach. This is a cliff, a hard cliff, a sheer drop. Everybody give me an investigation, please.
This -1. 9.
All right. Oh, jeez. It's a sheer drop. You all are kind of at this, like a precipice of sorts. You can look straight down, almost, and see a sandy beach, but boy, that's a longer drop than any of you care to make. How would you navigate down such a cliff?
How far is it? How high is it? Give or take.
You're about 100 feet from. It's not a sheer drop. It goes out about 10 feet, but it's close enough to be sheer to be lethal. You're about 100 feet up.
Is there any place like a root or a big heavy stone or something we could do a rope to?
But it's as you start to look around, Hested, that Sayers, you actually are able to, with your ability to perceive situations that others may not necessarily be capable of looking for. Your training has kind of aided your ability to see this. You find you go off a little ways from the party. You're following a little bit of a trail, so to speak, and you actually find very basic, very rudimentary steps that go down this coast, go down this cliff. It's very sheer. It's very precarious. But you feel like every member of your party could get down this with some caution. It does look like difficult terrain, but there does appear to be a hidden path here to discover.
Okay, I'll use this, my Psychic Whispers ability, and it's like Hested and Ops would just hear in their heads, hey, Zoran, follow to where I am. There's steps here. They're sleek but navigable. Let everyone else know.
Yeah, I'll bring everybody over.
And perhaps we can tie each other together with rope or something for the very large ones of us to help prevent the others from falling?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't hear you talking, right, Sarah?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I
You
can
cannot
only-
hear
I can
me?
only send it to 2 people.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
The psychic link is only between the 3 of you actually.
Well, so actually, Sayers is a relay
thanks.
point. They can't communicate with
Right.
each other.
Right.
They have to go through Sayers.
Yeah, no, I'll head over and bring people over and I'll say, hey, Sarah's found stairs, and
Hey, they can play telephone.
Which I was going to tell Susan is how you should remember to pronounce the name. It's stairs without the T.
Yeah.
Stairs, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I'll check the
So, you're
stairs and
welcome.
just like
Thank you.
looking at it, and I'm just wonder if, just sort of looking at the stairs, we could tie each other together to a rope. But is there a place sort of at the top, like a root of a tree or a stone or something we can use as an anchor point?
Give me a give me a perception check.
Sure. Perception.
DC 10.
I got it.
Yes.
There's not trees on this cliff. There's not giant convenient boulders. This is the coastline. It's a salty, unhospitable place.
All right. Well, then, if you don't have something, then you make it yourself. So I'm going to use pittons to anchor the rope, and we can use that to help us get down safely.
I go, Heston, you need me to hammer those in the ground?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I go nuts.
How steep of a drop is it?
100 feet.
No, that's not too bad. I don't know.
Hested, one of the pittons is all the way in the ground.
Hey, Umo, a little bit lighter.
I'm just going to.
I go, lighter?
Just a little. I need it to be like half in, so good and strong, but not so much that I can't tie to him.
I'm gonna go take a look.
So, it's as some of you are securing anchor points for this very precarious climb down. It's as some of you are trying to get a better angle as you look off into the horizon. Let's see. Particularly because you're on the lookout for it. Orion, you notice this storm is starting to roll in faster and faster than you would think. Give me a nature check, Orion.
Oh, good roll.
Almost unnaturally so. You notice that this storm off the coast here, rapidly approaching this lighthouse, the stone structure. You see lightning on the horizon. You hear thunder. And as it swiftly draws nearer to you, maybe more than you might be comfortable, so that's where we will call the session.
And with that, my friends, we will pick up right here next week. Well, we actually need to talk about that. I'm not sure if we are or not. We will talk about that outside of game. But with that, we will pick up next session to find out what you're going to do in getting down this large cliff to this weird stone lighthouse tower thing. But until next time, thank you so much for hanging out here within DMS Adventures. Thank you so much to my amazing players and my co-DM Cause. You are amazing. I love you so much. Just a reminder, we will be here on Friday for our Eberron Oracle of War and Saturday for our Strict 7 College of Chaos. So join us for those. And let's see here. I don't know who is actually on right now, so let's see. Alright, we are going to jump over to Jay Luna, who is playing some Minecraft. So thank you again so much for hanging out here within DMS Adventures Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.